Many couples want to retire, but they don't have a path forward. Today, I'm going to share how you can build your finances step by step so you can get to financial independence and retirement. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Marriage and Money Tips. I'm Elle Martinez, creator and host of Couple Money, where we're focused on helping spouses get on the same page, dump their debt faster, and get on the path to financial freedom. And that's the last point: financial freedom, financial independence, retirement. A lot of couples have that goal, but they don't know how to get there. And today I want to talk about that. What are the phases and the steps that you have to have in place with your finances so that you can make that journey towards retirement, whether it be early or if you just want to be financially independent? So let's look at finances. A lot of times when people approach retirement, they're looking at one big number, one big goal, one destination. But that's completely wrong. A lot of times with couples, the best approach is to take it step by step. You may be familiar with the book, The Total Money Makeover. Millions of lives have been changed. People have gotten out of debt. And I think a huge part of that success is that a path is laid step by step on how to get there. And really, that's the same way too with retirement. When you approach it, don't see it as one place that you go to and you're just narrowly focused on that. Look at the steps that are going to get you there. And with some stages in these steps, you're going to get there fast. And sometimes it's going to take a little bit more in your journey. But when you know the path that you're going to go on, it's a lot easier to come up with a game plan. So the first one is talking about our finances, that we're able to pay the bills. You have to start there. You have to make sure that you're bringing enough income to make sure that your expenses are paid. You may not be making any progress if you have debt, but you're not going further into debt and you're taking care of those necessities. Now, when you're there, your next goal is going to be focused on making sure that you have some stability. And that means having some sort of saving. So not only are you able to pay the bills and take care of the necessities, and if you still have debt, make those payments. But should an emergency happen, should your car break down, your kid get sick, you have a problem with your job, they cut the hours, that for a time you can manage that hiccup and it's not going to completely throw off your budget. So you might not call this paycheck to paycheck, but you still have some buffer, some flexibility, you're moving forward. Now the next step, I hope you're not in it, but we have started our marriage off in debt, and a lot of others have as well. But your next goal is going to be paying off those high interest and unnecessary debts. We'll worry about the mortgage later, but for the most part, this is the phase where you're looking at your income and your expenses, and you want to have a good enough gap that you are starting to pay off your debts one by one. And there's two main methods to doing that. You can either attack your debts one by one based on the interest rate, or you can attack it based on the balance. And both can be effective depending on your personality. But what's more important is that you focus on your debts one at a time, that you knock them off. Now, what's going to happen when you pay off your debts? What you're doing is you're giving yourself a lot more options and leading yourself into the next phase, which is financial freedom. You might not be able to completely quit your job and live off of that income, but you're now at a phase where you don't have debt taking up most of your income. Your money's now going towards paying your essentials. You have some funny money, but you also have money you're investing in, money that's starting to work for you and that is growing. And that is a huge win. You're now able to, with this financial freedom, say you're at a job that you feel like the management's not appreciating you and you want to either pivot your career, or if you want to go ahead and explore other options, you have the means to do so. And for a lot of couples, this right here is fantastic for them because now they feel less stress and they're able to explore maybe ways to make more money. But initially, They're going to have reduced income because they have to pursue this career. They might do it on the side or full time. But when you have financial freedom, you do have this option to at least explore it. And then as you're building those investments and you're growing, there's going to be a point where your investments can cover your expenses. And this is what's called, for many people, financial independence, where in theory, if you want to, you could quit your job and your bills are going to get paid. At which point they may decide to enter the quote last phase, which is retirement. However it looks to you, that's how you design your life towards those steps with financial freedom, financial independence, and retirement. It's not one number. You're probably going to have several. So if you're starting off now and you have no idea what you want to do, my advice is, before you think about your retirement number, take care of the essentials. Do you guys know what is it exactly that you need to do to take care of all your bills every month? So if you haven't already, start tracking your numbers. And if you guys are looking to talk about retirement and figure out what's the best number for you, please pick up my book, Jumpstart Your Marriage and Your Money. It takes you through step by step what you need to do to work together, get on that same page. And like I mentioned at the beginning of this episode, get on that path to financial freedom. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below. I'll be happy to help. And I hope you have a great week. Take care.